No, thank you, Senator Hickenlooper. Okay, I will go ahead and recognize myself now for 5 minutes, and we'll start with you, Mr. Mickelson. Your investments highlight the next generation technologies that are coming out of our farms, that are creating new jobs across America and helping our nation remain competitive globally. From your experience investing in dozens of small businesses in Iowa and across the heartland, what are their greatest barriers to growth and building here in the United States?
Yeah, thank you, Senator. So certainly access to capital, as we've talked about today. So when you look at a business that's scaling, they're trying to add new people, more talented people, more educated people, and that comes at a cost. You think about technology investments and things like ERP systems, computer systems, efficiency in your manufacturing process, trying to automate as much as you can. All of that costs money. And that's a big part of just the professionalization process that you try to do in each one of our investments. And so each investment that we look at, they're successful, they've done a great job, but we're trying to take them to the next level and help them grow. And so that takes expertise, and that's largely human capital driven, and it takes capital to build out property, plant, and equipment and invest in that technology.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And Mr. Riley as well, again, just reiterating what Senator Hickenlooper said, you've been recognized nationally for your efforts to reshore production of bicycles, an industry that had been dominated by China for decades. And thank you for doing that. I commend you for all that Guardian Bikes is doing to build higher quality bikes for children, and something that is possible because of your ability to source from domestic suppliers. So you've been able to raise a significant amount of private capital to support your vision. Based on your experience, what added value and benefits do investors seem to find with Made in America products?
That's a great question. The way that we really went about it was to say, look, the world is changing around us. Supply chains aren't as secure as we thought they were. COVID was a perfect example of that. So to start with, building product onshore just gives you a lot more supply chain resiliency. Over and above that, it really kind of can change a business. So when you're purely relying on imports, the lead times are long. You got to ship them all the way here. And so you have to deal with a lot more inventory. You have to plan your business just right to figure out, what are we going to sell? What do we need to buy? Sometimes many months ahead of time. When you're onshore and you can produce in your own factory, you can take that demand signal. For example, when the Barbie movie came out, we started selling a lot more pink bikes. I don't know how we could have predicted that. But,
right.
But when you sell a lot more pink bikes and you're able to just, paint more bikes pink the next day, you can just start making more pink bikes and react to that kind of demand signal. So that's a perfect example of there's all kinds of real advantages that come from onshoring manufacturing that I think so many businesses that have relied on imports for a long time, they don't necessarily think that way because they're not in the weeds of manufacturing. But we found that there really are true business advantages over and above, any cost advantage or anything like that. And just running the business, being able to react to demand, being able to have a resilient supply chain and deliver safe, quality products to lots and lots of consumers. And we find that those consumers, reward us for making that decision, and they want to do business with a company like us that's trying to do it here.
Yeah, thank you very much. And Mr. Geis, thanks for sharing your experience both as an SBIC investor and as a leader in the SBIC industry. As you stated in your written testimony, 20% of SBIC investments fund American manufacturing companies. How can Congress further target the SBIC program to investments that are critical to our nation's economic and national security while maintaining a zero subsidy program?
Yeah, so I would say start by supporting the SBIC Critical Technology Initiative.
And again.
Thank you for the question. No, I would say by supporting the SBIC Critical Technology Initiative. For those who don't know, it's a partnership between the Small Business Administration and the Department of Defense to license SBICs that will invest at least 60% of their investments in small businesses. in sectors that are deemed critical to our national security.
Okay, fantastic. And